Hello. Okay, well, let me try that again. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Whatever the case may be. Welcome to Cross Examinations Live. As I was saying, if anyone could read my lips before, okay, it's not a new computer, but you guys know my other PC died. We had this older, well, not older, a newer old PC, is basically a gaming machine. I do apologize. Am I terribly loud? Sorry. Let me turn that down a little bit. There we go. That's better, right? And the video card in it was fried. So what we did was we what are the specs for the new rig? It's not the new rig. We got, rather than spending all that money on a new rig, what I did was I got a new video card for an older, not older, again, this machine's probably 5 years old. 4 or 5 years old. Got a new video card for it and hooked it up, and it's running. But I had to, this is my first time using OBS on it. I have not taken a shower yet because I wanted to just jump in, test this, make sure things were going properly. Trying a different thing with the cross-examination logo. I don't have my ticker tape. I'll fix it all at some point. But what I spent my money on instead of the new computer is this glorious new monitor. Actually, it wasn't that expensive. Oh my gosh, they had this one monitor there at Fry's. It's like this wide, right? And like this tall, and it's curved. And I'm like, I covet thee. Man, it would have been so sick. Just put that back there behind my desk and just, and then it's like I could use it as a split screen just all on one monitor. It'd be so sick. It'd be so sick. But at any rate, here we are. Hope everything is working. Working. This only has 9 gigs of RAM, which I always thought that you could own. Well, I thought because my dad told me, because my dad was a computer guy. He was a pioneer in the space. But he always said that your RAM has to be the same all the way through. So if you've got 4 slots, it's got to be, 2 gigs, 2 gigs, 2 gigs, 2 gigs. And this thing has 6 slots, but it's got 2 gigs, 2 gigs, 2 gigs, and then 1 gig, 1 gig, 1 gig. And unfortunately, we brought it into Fry's yesterday, and they said we couldn't upgrade to anything beyond 2 gigs. So I can take it from 9 to 12, but I'll get around to it. After you get a 21.9 ultra wide, you don't go back. It was glorious. More volume. See, now you want more volume. The other person was crying because I screamed in their ear. So, alright, more volume. Max volume it is, ladies and gentlemen. I'll just turn it down a little bit. I'll just turn it up a little bit, turn it down a little bit. Anyways, welcome to Cross Examinations. Today's topic, Trump opposes. Did I spell that right? I spelled that wrong. Jeez, I'm an idiot. LGBT Equality Act. There's 2 S's and opposes. Alright. Is that stream fix? Am I fixing this? Gosh darn it, why doesn't it fix it on my live stream? Alright, I gotta copy all this stuff. Copy. I wonder if I can change it in Restream. Update all. There we go. And then return to YouTube Studio. Why did that just disappear my channel? Nothing ever goes right for me, except for my life in general. My life in general is great. I got no complaints about my life in general. The computer stuff, though. I really do wish I had followed my dad's footsteps a little bit. But instead, I drew comic books relentlessly. Alright, creating special classes of people under the law is wrong. Wrong. Good day, sir. Alright, let me see. Edit. Opposes has 2 S's again. Paste. Let's see. Oh my gosh, seriously. 825. Hello? No. Alright. Apologetics, faith. I don't know how to set this up anymore. I'm an idiot. Love alive. I don't know why I put love. Christianity. Any other good tags I should put on here? Justice. That's good. All right. Let's go visit yesterday's show and see if anybody left any comments. And please, I ask every single day. Nobody ever listens. You have questions, you have comments, you have snide remarks. Leave them in the comments section below after the stream, and I will address them in the following day's episode of Cross Examinations. I am here for you. Always and forever. Always and forever. Why am I not... What am I doing here? Alright, let me just go to my channel. Man. You know what I'm thinking right now? I should have ate something before I started this. 0 comments. 0 comments from yesterday's show. 30 people watching live now. You do know the price of entry, ladies and gentlemen. You must hit that like button. You must smash that share button. Get some more people in here and let's have a party, shall we? Pop out the chat. All right. Well, since there is nothing there, why don't we go ahead and say hello to Metalhead. What's up, Moobut? Jabba the Cook. Howdy. Thunderbird. Mr. Josh Shin. Yes. No audio. I understand. Liam. You are the only one who cannot hear me, Liam, but that's all in your head. Uriah Wright. Thank you. Kevin Ryan. Timothy. David Murdoch. Thomas. Joe. Zeno. Thunderbird. Am I missing anyone? Junkyard. What's up? I think that's General Devereaux. That's new. What's up? 16 gigs, baby. Yeah, it's not 16. Andino, no swearing in here, please. Thank you very much. Public education strikes again. Yeah, there's no swearing in here, bro. No swearing. Tacos, you can say. Absolutely, you can say tacos. Oh, tacos sound good. I'm so hungry right now. Ethan saying the cover will be late. Fashionably late. Well, I guess that gives you guys a little bit more time to grab cover C. Grab that Gone with the Wind cover. And yeah, let me close this window. You can hear the rain. It's raining in San Diego. Can you believe it? Can you believe it, ladies and gentlemen? It is raining. 6 weeks late. No. That would not be good at all. Good morning, Ben Panchetti from the Puget Sound. Right on. Wasn't notified. That's why we have to hit that like button and that share button. Come on, guys. Let me do it with you. Hit share. Hit Twitter or Facebook or Blogger or Reddit or whatever you share on, and then send that sucker out. Heck, do it to everything. Do it to all your social medias. I won't complain. Let's just get some more people in here. Oh my gosh, Ethereum. I'm gonna do a real quick check. As you guys know, I am a cryptocurrency fan and investor. Ethereum up again today, 12.26%. It was over 270 earlier. Woo! It's a beautiful morning. All right, enough of that. Let's see what we are talking about. You know what? We don't have any comments. Why don't I grab a Bible? I'm going to read to you. Just randomly. What is going on here? Random Bible reading from Mike S. Miller. Which Bible do I want to use? I'm going to grab my wife's beat up Bible. My wife's beat up because it was somehow knocked out of the car, the Jewish New Testament. I don't know what the difference is. I think they use like some Hebrew names and whatnot. So let's see. Let's go to Acts. Ooh, gosh, this thing is falling apart. I gotta get her a new one of these. Alright. Acts 6:7. The Kohen HaGadol. I had to grab the Jewish New Testament, didn't I? Stop trolling Mike about that cover. You know how upset he gets. Ethan's not in here, is he? I don't see him. No. San Diego. I know. Rain falling. Water falling from the sky. The end is nigh. I prefer seeing a Bible ripped and damaged than one in mint condition. Yeah, but water damaged. Usually not. I mean, it's falling apart and not. I mean, she does read it every single day, but that's not why it's falling. It's because it fell out of the car and nobody saw it until I saw it the next day, and it had been raining, and now it's like, oh no. It doesn't matter if it's ripped as long as there's no dust on the cover. All right. Let me read here. I have not read from this before, but there is. Oh yeah, the good news of Yeshua the Mashiach, as reported by Yochanan. We call him John. In the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. You know what? I'm just going to read that instead. He was with God in the beginning. All things came to be through him, and without him nothing made had being. Interesting way to say it. In him was life, and the life that was the light of mankind. Oh, and the life was the light of mankind. The light shines in the darkness, and the darkness has not suppressed it. There was a man sent from God whose name was Yochanan. He came to be a testimony, to bear witness concerning the light, so that through him everyone might put his trust in God and be faithful to him. He himself was not that light. No, he came to bear witness concerning the light. This was the true light, which gives light to everyone entering the world. He was in the world. The world came to be through him, yet the world did not know him. He came to his own homeland, yet his own people did not receive him. But to as many as did receive him, to those who put their trust in his person and power, he gave the right to become children of God, not because of bloodline, physical impulse, or human intention, but because of God. The Word became a human being and lived with us, and we saw his Shekinah, the Shekinah of the Father's only Son, full of grace and truth. Oh yeah. It's interesting, isn't it? I mean, I guess if you're Jewish, you're gonna go by you're gonna go by the Jewish names. I love that word, Shekinah. Shekinah glory. Water damage from the flood. No. So, yeah, it's interesting, the different translations. You know, they all do essentially mean the same thing. Some can go a little off kilter, but I don't know. What do you guys thoughts? 39 people here now. Or did you just want me to keep reading? Someone said the other day that I had a very relaxing voice. I don't know. How can you sound like people? How can one person say you have a relaxing voice and then someone else says, you sound like what's his face? Nacho Libre. I always like the name Ibrahim to Abraham. Yeah, I don't really understand the Greekification of the names. John from Yochanan, Jesus from Yeshua. I mean, is Yeshua that hard to say? Loki, don't sodomites have enough rights? Do you guys really just want to jump into this topic? I feel like we would be talking about that for quite a long time. There was actually something I did want to discuss. I wonder if I can find it. I was watching on YouTube. Okay, no, I'll talk about it. So I was listening to Ben Shapiro today. Yes, you really want to get into it? All right, just real quick on the abortion issue. I was listening to Ben Shapiro, and he was talking about how forcing this abortion issue the way it's worded right now could ultimately be detrimental to the cause of pro-lifers. Because if you're pushing it too far, too fast, against what you might call the norms of today, you might actually hurt your ability. You might set the clock backwards on the pro-life fight, and it's kind of what I said. Although not really. I mean, not fully. What my position was, obviously, changing the culture is more important than changing the law. Changing people's hearts and minds about saving human life is more important than changing the law, because people will break the law. The law is not a the law doesn't solve problems. The law only punishes problems after the fact. You know what I mean? Justin says it's a distraction issue being set up to take place during Trump's re-election to move more votes into the Dems group. No way, the court will not go worse than Roe. They might go better. The case is great. Depending on how the Supreme Court ends up going, right? The Supreme Court, Kennedy is still on there. Maybe you guys didn't notice. And if the Supreme Court goes the wrong way, that could be detrimental. So again, we have to, and I think we are moving in the right direction. Educating kids, educating women on what it is they are doing, what it is growing inside them, the human life, the reality of the science. I think that will do more to save lives, and ultimately that is the purpose to me. Saving lives, to me, is more important than having a law passed. So, Roe will be overturned. Yeah, someday. Someday. No, Kennedy is gone from the Supreme Court, replaced by Kavanaugh. Am I wrong about? Am I missing something here? Oh. Justice Kennedy. Oh. Who was I thinking of? Is he gone? Jeez, I can't be that. Come on, I can't have stopped paying attention. I really have not been paying attention to politics since I started streaming. Not a lot. Retirement. Alright, well, I mean, you know, I would happily overturn Roe versus Wade. I am 100% pro-life. My point is that, dude, abortion is illegal in Brazil, and they have more abortions than we do here. So, it's not the laws that will save lives, right? Laws don't stop people from taking drugs. Laws don't stop people from murdering each other. Laws don't stop people from jaywalking. Laws don't stop people unless they believe the laws have merit, right? Laws only punish people who disagree with the laws. Did Ginsburg die? Not that I heard about, but let me know. What's up, Eric? Welcome. Welcome to the party, pal. All right. I got all my info in there. Hey, by the way, guys, it's almost Micah's birthday, so if you want to send him something for his birthday to the POBox, go ahead. Just some little thing. He would love it from you guys. I don't know, freaking an old something. I don't know. Whatever. If you want to give Micah something for his birthday, and he could just have a bunch of little things, PO boxes in there. I'll open him up. I'll have him open up on a stream. It'd be great. Matt says making abortion illegal will stop people from freely murdering babies. No, it won't. Matt, it won't. It'll stop some people, I grant you, and that will save some lives. But like I said, laws don't stop most people who want to do bad things. So it'll make it more difficult, but again, there's more abortion in Brazil where it is illegal. So that cat is out of the bag. What we have to do to save the maximum number of life. It won't stop most. Matt, listen to me. Abortion is illegal in Brazil. They have more abortions than we have here with a smaller population. Micah is the middle child. Yeah. Trust me, I'm as pro-life as you are, man. But we have to. If the death penalty is on the table, you're never gonna pass the death penalty for girls getting abortions. Never, Matt. And that kind of, even talking like that is the kind of stuff that would push the Supreme Court away from overturning Roe versus Wade, because they'd be like, okay, I see where you want to go with this. You want to kill girls for having abortions. They would never. I know abortion is murder, Matt. I totally agree with you. But you are not being practical. Okay? If you're trying to save lives, you have to change the culture. You have to change the minds of people. You have to. I told you my solution to this, right, is making it the law that you have to freaking get, like, registered You have to take a class. If you're going in for an abortion, if you want an abortion, you have to pass a freaking class so that you understand every single thing that's going to happen to you, happen to the baby, happen post-abortion, the depression, the suicide, the scarring, the miscarriages you're likely to have, the sterilization you possibly may end up going through, all of the negative things that no one at Planned Parenthood is trying to teach you, because all they want to do is take your money and kill your baby. If we pass a law like that, I think we would save far more lives, because then a woman wouldn't be like, well, it's just a cell. It's just a clump of cells. Yeah, it's illegal, but I know somebody who knows somebody who can do it anyways. Because that's what'll happen. Laws don't stop anybody from smoking pot. Well, not anymore. Laws didn't stop people from doing heroin. Laws don't stop people from doing illegal things. Immoral when doing immoral things, immoral and illegal, people don't. A lot of people don't care. It'll stop some people. I grant you, and I guarantee you, it'll stop some people. It will not stop most people, unfortunately. I don't believe that at all. And the people who would abide the laws, I don't know. I think most of them wouldn't have abortions to begin with. Oh, the law stopped people from smoking pot when the penalty was 6 months in jail. When was that? Social suicide. Terrible. Good people don't need laws to do the right thing, and bad people don't obey them. That's right. That is correct. Most people smoke pot because it's illegal. That's not true at all, Matt. Matt, you're hilarious. I'm gonna. Oh, I can't. I don't have it set up to send you a link. I need to have 2 different browsers on that computer in order to send you the link. Yeah, Matt is severely out of touch. Love you, Matt, but you are so out of touch. Yeah, you never smelled so much because they legalized it here in Cali. That means they go outside and do it now, Matt. It's the same people. It's the same people smoking the pot as smoked it before, but now they're not hiding in their freaking apartments. They're going outside and smoking it on the streets. Mike, you read Matt's comment incorrectly. Did I? Where? As long as it's perceived as normal or legal, people will not give it a second thought. It's not true. People have their own moral guides, right? If you believe something is moral and you find out it is illegal, are you going to stop doing it because you believe it's moral? If someone doesn't think there's anything immoral about killing a child, but it's illegal, do you think really the law is going to stop them from doing something they don't think is illegal, but it's still going to ruin their lives having a baby? Dude, you have to... I don't know. You sound very sheltered or something. You're right, maybe not most, but people that didn't do it because of fear of punishment. Yeah, and I agree with you. There are people who won't do things because it's illegal. But again, this is an issue of morality, not one of legality. Right now, abortion has a huge financial incentive for the provider. That would disappear. Kevin Ryan, drugs are illegal. Do you think drugs are more or less expensive because they're illegal? They are more expensive, right? Cocaine, heroin, etc., etc., etc. Now, if you made drugs legal and Big Pharma or whoever started producing it on an open market with real competition, would the prices go up or down? They would go down. Making something illegal difficult to get makes the price of it and the profit incentive go higher. You're exactly wrong. So does this make Obama a mass murderer? Matt Costin says because it's legal, some people give it a moral pass. That is fair. For people who actually think the law dictates morality, that's probably true. I don't know anybody who actually thinks that law dictates morality, though. Interracial marriage used to be illegal, Matt. Again, the thing that changed my mind about pushing the law first, as you guys seem to think, as Matt seems to think, and like-minded people, is finding out that Brazil, it's illegal, or it was when I did this research. It was illegal in Brazil. Illegal. They didn't have Roe versus Wade. They didn't have anything. It was illegal, and yet their abortion rates were higher than they were here. So that completely destroys any argument that making it illegal will make it rare or will lessen it. I live on planet Earth where there's this thing called reality, and I want to deal with reality and solve this problem in a realistic way. And just making something illegal does not ever solve a problem. Murder is illegal. Should we make it legal to cut down on murder? What? The Bible directs us to obey the laws of the land, so the legal status is important to some degree. Anyone who believes that, WK, isn't going to get an abortion anyways. Do you understand? We are talking about the people who do that. They are already living in a world where the morality of killing your baby doesn't matter. Yes, TPQ, I really do live on planet Earth. And I'm sorry, John Malin. It is a sphere. The better thing to do would just be consider abortion as murder, cause it is. So you want to have every girl who's ever had an abortion thrown into prison or executed for murder. You guys are so freaking impractical. It never happened. It would never happen. And it is that exact kind of... And while I do agree, abortion is murder, that trying to hardcore push that mentality is the exact kind of thing that will get the reverse end goal. You're going to turn people away. Particularly, you're going to turn people who are in the mushy middle away, right? You want to use reason and logic and pragmatic, practical thinking to bring the people in the center over to the life side of the equation, right? Reason. Oh yeah, did I take my blood pressure medicine? Yeah, I did. Okay. I like babies. I love babies, man. I love babies. Technically, it's a bit of an oval due to centripetal force. Roe versus Wade caused a huge moral decline and a boom in abortions. I don't disagree that it added to the moral decline, but I certainly would never say it caused the moral decline. The moral decline started long before Roe versus Wade, and that just added fuel to the fire. But again, I'm looking for solutions, not ideology, right? Because the end goal is the same, and the end goal for me, and should be for everyone who is pro-life, is to reduce abortions at a maximum, right? maximize the reduction of abortions. And just making it illegal which is hilarious, Matt, because just a little while ago you said people smoke pot because it's illegal. You want to make abortions illegal. You don't think people will have abortions just because it's illegal? Consistency, reason, practicality. Let's move on to Trump. Opposes LGBT equality, whatever I said. All right, where is that? Oh no, where's my... There it is. All right. So, whoa, what did I just do there? What the heck? Has this been up here the whole time? Weird. Oh, because I'm overlaying it. Oh, no, it wasn't. All right. Sorry, this OBS is kind of weird. It's not acting at all the way the other one did. All right, let me turn that on and transition it. Bing! Look at that. A nice fade transition. And now, Trump opposes LGBT Equality Act. It's, quote, filled with poison pills. That doesn't sound like Trump at all, but I'm not really trying to. No, I said some people smoke it because it is illegal. I know, that's what I just said. Are you not computing here? All right. Oh, because it's legal. Oh, okay, I misread that. Sorry. Apologize. Alrighty. The Trump administration has come out against the Equality Act, which could face a floor vote Friday and would add sexual orientation and gender identity to the list of protected classes in non-discrimination laws. Religious liberty and conservative groups warn the bill, if passed and signed into law, could have devastating effects on women's rights and religious freedom. The Trump administration absolutely opposes discrimination of any kind and supports the equal treatment of all. However, this bill, in its current form, is filled with poison pills that threaten to undermine parental and conscience rights. A senior administration official told the Washington Blade and several other media outlets. The Equality Act, H.R. 5, would amend federal laws to prohibit discrimination based on sexual orientation and gender identity in public accommodations and facilities, educational, federal funding, employment, housing, credit, and the jury system. Among the amended laws would be the 1964 Civil Rights and Fair Housing Act. It would be the most significant LGBT rights bill ever passed. It has 240 co-sponsors, only 3 of which are Republicans. The rest are Democrats. But religious liberty groups are warning the bill isn't as innocent as the name indicates. While it may sound nice to some ears, the bill actually poses a devastating and unprecedented threat to religious freedom and the progress that women have made toward true equal treatment in law and culture, Sarah Kramer of Alliance Defending Freedom wrote in an online analysis. The Equality Act, ADF says, would infringe on the rights of Christian business owners, churches, and adoption agencies. It would threaten individuals, business owners, and nonprofit organizations by forcing them to express their messages or promote events that violate their deeply held religious convictions, Kramer wrote. It would prohibit churches and religious nonprofits from requiring their employees to live out their religious beliefs about marriage, sexual morality, and the distinction between the sexes. Churches would be required to open their sex-specific facilities to members of the opposite sex. For one Massachusetts church, that would mean it would have to open its women's shelter for victims of domestic violence to biological males, she wrote. Equality Act would, quote, threaten religious foster care and adoption agencies with closure if they operate according to their beliefs that the best place for a child is a home with a married mother and father. It also would harm women's sports, Kramer wrote, by allowing male athletes who identify as female to compete in women's and girls' athletic competitions. At a Connecticut state track meet, 2 biological males identifying as girls beat out the female competitors in several events, taking first and second place. Huh. Weird. Kramer wrote, in Alaska, the same happened. A biological male competed as a girl at the state championship and won. Gosh, it reminds me of the movie The Ringer. Have you guys seen The Ringer? The Ringer, I can't remember the guy's name, but he enters the Special Olympics, identifying as special, but he's not. Life imitating art. Even supporters of the Equality Act are warning women's sports are in danger. Dorian Coleman, Martina Navratilova, and Sonia Richards-Ross wrote in Washington Post editorial saying the bill would make it unlawful to differentiate among girls and women in sports on the basis of sex for any purpose. The evidence is unequivocal that starting in puberty in every sport except sailing, shooting, and riding, there will always be significant numbers of boys and men who would beat the best girls and women in head-to-head competition. Well, that's an interesting thing, too, because I believe, if I remember correctly, women are actually better in shooting competitions. So what if you're a woman and you're identifying as a man in a male shooting competition? The 3 women asserted claims to the contrary are simply a denial of science. No doubt at all. So, thoughts from the peanut gallery. Love you too, Matt. You keep reading illegal when he says legal. Yeah. United States has 15 times the abortions as Brazil. It's not more common. The abortion rate. I did this research quite a while ago. I don't remember. Boop, boop, boo. Do. Oh, in Brazil. Abortion rates by country. Where's Brazil? I don't see Brazil on here. What the heck? Brazil is not on this list. That's weird. Someone did not put it on that list. All countries compared people abortion rate. Nation muster. Let's see. The highest rates are in Russia, Vietnam, Kazakhstan, Estonia, Belarus, Romania, Ukraine, Latvia, Cuba, China. China is number 10. That's crazy. United States is number 15. Where the heck is Brazil? Brazil is not on the list. Are they not getting their information anymore? Wow, Mexico is one of the lowest abortion rates in the world. 0.1 abortions per 1,000 women. 0.1, and in America it is, where was it? 20.8. 40 times the abortion rate. That's weird. Yeah, I did that. That research is from very long ago, so I don't know why modern or recent studies don't have any information. That's weird. That's 2 abortion places, or 2 abortion rates of the world, and neither of them had Brazil listed. Weird. That's interesting. Actually, I know you start talking about abortion and it takes over the entire stream. I kind of wanted to get on the other issue. All right, let's. This is something more comfortable. I am back. As silly as it sounds, it seems as though Kardashian has shown that Trump can be approached in a respectful manner that would ultimately make him concede to the more centered liberal policies. What was the... Kim Kardashian was just talking about getting somebody out of jail, right? Someone who really did not deserve to be in jail. I don't think that's Johnny Knoxville. Yeah, that was the Ringer. Oh my gosh, if Johnny Knoxville did another version of The Ringer where he identifies as a woman, oh my gosh, that would be so... Although they've done that before. What did they do that in? I don't know, but Johnny Knoxville doing it would be hilarious. If a shelter for abused women is open to males, it would prevent many vulnerable women from feeling safe using it. Yeah, exactly. All right, I'm going to skip down to the bottom. I don't trust magazines. I trust peer review studies. Your poli-sci, you know about peer review studies, right? I bet the number is high. I don't bet on a number. What are you talking about? Betting it was illegal. That's due to Catholicism in Mexico, I'm sure. Yeah. Morality. Yeah. I mean, say that for Catholicism. It really kind of hammers that home. China was dunking female babies for a long time. I know, that's why I'm so surprised at how it wasn't number one. That it's about per capita, just not just about total amount. Yeah, that's my point, kind of. They can't have a list. It's illegal, only estimates. Thank you, Sketch. I don't know why I thought about that. 48,000 Brazil, 650,000 United States. What is the population of Brazil? Boop, 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 diddly-dee. 210 million currently. Well, maybe things have changed. 15 times as many, Mike. I reject your reality and substitute my own, Eric says. How long till Arthur comes out as gay himself? Arthur? Am I missing something? Arthur whom? The government trying to once again screw over religion? Say it ain't so. I know. Women's... Loki, no swearing, please. Thank you. Women's sports programs are safe. Even if this bill passed, Title IX would conflict with inserting trans into women's sports, barring a court challenge. There are trans in women's sports, like in the news all the time. It's really annoying. Hey, what's up, Migs? The whole thing is stupid, says Liam Gray. And by saying there is 52 plus genders, it will allow them to create classes and divisions with special laws and exceptions to other laws. It's all about control for the insecure. I know. How about having... I have an idea. How about having laws that are equally applied to everybody? That sounds like fun, huh? Let's try that. Withheld says, when it comes to the right to serve issue, I'm torn. Is it okay for a Muslim business to deny Jews service, the same Christian business to deny to make gay wedding cakes? Well, I know who gets the most hate. Yeah. Truth. China. My source for Brazilian numbers is the International Journal of Women's Health 2014. China was dunking female babies for a long time. I don't even believe two genders. Personally, I believe in zero. There's no credible scientific evidence of the existence of there's only sex. Oh, yeah. Sex versus gender. Well, I mean, gender should mean sex, right? That's your gender. Your gender is your sex. Sex is just a shorter way of saying it. Arthur the cartoon. Oh, that crap. The gay Arthur. Yeah. The game. Yeah, they're having a gay wedding on Arthur. Because, hey, why not? So ridiculous. Mike, there are trans in women's sports now. I know. Oh, they're being legally challenged under Title IX. Well, you know where they should be challenged? When they try to enter competitions against real women. And yes, I said real women. Sorry. If you were born a man, you're not a real woman. It's just truth. The propaganda is here, says Timotei Best. New episodes of it are being made. All right, Patrick Swayze. One more abortion question. Is the pill equivalent to abortions? If the ovum is fertilized and it is prevented from attaching to the uterus, that's still a baby going down the toilet, right? Life begins at conception. So, I don't know. Start from there. Many, I don't know how many, I don't know what the number is, but it's a high number of fertilized eggs that will not implant. And it's not a miscarriage or anything. It's just the egg won't implant and then goes out with the next yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I'm just going to say that right there. I don't know. Loki. Jeez. I recommend watching Unplanned. They show the effects of using the pill. Powerful flick. Yeah, it's you're putting a lot of hormones in your body and jacking it up, so I don't know. Gender is not the same as sex. Gender is a list of traits that are associated with a given sex. Is that right? Let's see. Scientific definition of gender. Gender, sex, the category to which an individual is assigned on the basis of sex. I get the feeling if you grab a dictionary from... Actually, hold on. I think I have a dictionary from like the 80s. I'll be right back. Always good to hold on to your old dictionaries before the left started changing the meanings of everything. Actually, when was this printed? This was a 1993 Merriam-Webster's dictionary. Let's see because I'm going through the online dictionary. It's like, yeah, these are not the words I'm looking for. That's why it took me a minute to find a real definition. Gender. Sorry. A subclass within a grammatical class of a language that is partly arbitrary, but also partly based on distinguishable characteristics, as shape, social rank, manner of existence, or sex, and that determines agreement with and selection of other words or grammatical forms. B. Membership of a word or a grammatical form in such a subclass. C. An inflectional form showing membership in such a subclass. Here we go. Definition 2. A. Sex. So, in the 1993 Merriam-Webster's Collegiate Dictionary, the second definition of gender is, in totality, the word sex. So that's how we all used to understand the word gender. It's sex. So I'm going to stick with what I learned prior to 1993. And y'all people on the left trying to change our language can take a flying leap off of a very short pier. Thank you very much. A definition from a more civilized age. You keep living in the 90s. I just love that there's no even qualification like there was in the modern thing where it's like sex, the category to which an individual is assigned on the basis of sex. It's just sex. It's not even, it doesn't even say it's a synonym. It says that's the definition of gender. Sex. Love it. I love it. 1993 was great. I was only 4 years out of high school. Mike just running in the 90s. Stop living in the 90s, man. Matt, what did that film say? Gotta go. Dinner. I'll watch the recording. All right, Patrick Swayze. Peace out. Gender as a concept is pseudoscience. That is correct. Patrick says, yeah, that's what I think. I turned away from the Lord for a long time, and while I never sent a girl for an abortion, they were almost always on the pill. I worry I have sons and daughters in heaven. Well, and that's another, that was another, okay, that's 100%, I don't know how to say it. I don't know the truth of when a soul is created. Is a soul created at the moment of conception? Right? The DNA is certainly created at the moment of conception. That is the beginning of a new life, the scientific definition of life. But when people usually talk about the wishy-washy areas of life, they're being metaphysical, they're being philosophical, they're being religious when they're saying life, because they're saying, well, who knows when the soul is implanted. Well, you can't make that argument as an argument for or against abortion, because it's all completely metaphysical. Nobody knows when the soul is created. There are religious Jews who believe in the right? The breath of God, that when the soul is not imparted into the life until they take their first breath. Can I argue with that? The Bible says, I knew you in the womb. I knit you together, but, I put you together and I breathed life into you. God put Adam together before he breathed life into him. Was the lump of clay, the lump of dirt that he was making into Adam, was that a soul? Or was it breathing life? See, that you can't use any of those arguments in the abortion debate, because it's either about life, and you have to be scientific about it, because we don't live in a religious society. We don't live by theocratic laws. You either make these rules according to what we can all agree on, which is it's a life, or not. Yeah. So anyways, John jumped for joy in the womb. Excellent point. Oops, what am I looking for? I know what I'm looking for. I'm trying to see the 80s rock. Yeah, but I don't have an 80s dictionary. I only have a 1993 dictionary. I'm pretty sure it would also just describe gender as sex, though. So I feel safe in that assumption. My Mac is too slow. I'm trying to figure out how long we've been on, because I feel like it's been an hour. And it's been an hour. All right. Well, guys, making offspring genetically and immunologically less healthy, which is why we have these children with allergies nowadays. Modern gender definitions are all about Marxists trying to undermine the structure of society. It's yet another 2 + 2 = 5 scheme straight from 1984. Very correct, sir. 62 minutes. All right. Thank you, everybody, for being here. I got to do some things, and then hopefully I'll have a piece of artwork from Ethan in my mailbox at some point in the near future, so that I can yeah. All right, thanks everybody for being here again. Love you all. Like, subscribe, share, and hit that bell for notifications. And please do go down if you want to grab Micah something for his birthday. His birthday is coming up really, really soon. It's at the 22nd. The POBox is in the description. Last hour, hopefully, to grab cover C, LoneStarComic.com. If you want to grab that, please do. Thank you, everybody, for being here. Love you, and God bless.